What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TVPVS, where we're going to put the best of the best and the worst of Las Vegas head to head to see who ultimately reigns supreme. In today's episode, we have an anticipated battle between two of the most beloved all-suite properties in all of Vegas. We've got the signature MGM Grand, the Deluxe Balcony Suite, versus the Studio Parlor Suite at the Vdara. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, before we get started in this battle, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the TVP fam. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any content that's uploaded to the channel. So in today's battle, we have the Deluxe Balcony Suite at the Signature versus the Studio Parlor Suite at the Vdara. Now both of these are the second tier suites at both properties, and they're both MGM owned properties. As I've mentioned earlier, both of these properties are highly respected, so it was only right that we did a versus for these two suites. So without further ado, let's dive in and start comparing these suites. Now as you walk into the balcony suite at the Signature, once you walk in, you come into your foyer entrance way, so it's a nice little space. You can get a quick glimpse of everything that you can see in the room, as it's just a long actual suite for this layout. And then as you walk into the Vdara suite, this one has a different layout because as you walk into the suite, you walk right into your kitchen and dining room area. So it in essence kind of feels like you're walking directly into the kitchen. So just off of the eye test, when you walk right into the Signature suite, it does feel like you're walking into a very nice luxury room. It looks really nice just off of the eye test. The layout seems really simple. It's just a long straight suite. But when you walk into the Vdara suite, when you walk in, it kind of feels like you're walking into someone's kitchen. But you also can tell that you're walking into a nice suite. So just off of the initial eye test, I'm not sure how much it will bother someone to walk into a kitchen, but just looking into something, I think I'd rather walk into someone's apartment than to walk into someone's suite. So just my preference. This is something that I know is going to be debatable, but I would give the slight wow factor edge just off of the initial entry to the Vdara. Now let's check out the bathrooms. So walking into the bathroom in the Signature suite, to the right you do have a panel on the wall to actually control the lighting, so you can actually control how bright or how dim it is. Behind the bathroom door you have a jacuzzi tub, a beloved amenity to people who travel to Vegas, and it certainly will fit two people. Next to the jacuzzi tub you do have a walk-in shower. Next to your shower you have dual vanity sinks, which is a bonus if you have multiple people. And then there's a small flat screen TV if you want to watch TV from the jacuzzi tub. And then you have a water closet for your toilet. In the Vdara suite, you come in and you have a very nice soaking tub to the left. And then across from the soaking tub, you have a single vanity sink. You've got a bright light mirror above with the vanity mirror mounted on the wall. And then you also have a walk-in shower with a bench, but there isn't a water closet for the toilet in this suite. So when we compare bathrooms, when you want to go for looks off the eye test, the Vdara bathroom looks so much better. It's just night and day as far as the looks go. But when you actually compare the amenities and which bathroom has more, the edge would actually go to the Signature, for the simple fact that if people had a choice, they would prefer a jacuzzi tub that can fit two people versus a soaking tub, even though it might look nicer, but it only fits one person. On top of that, you get dual vanity sinks in the Signature suite versus a single vanity sink in the Vdara suite. But the walk-in shower does have a bench for the Vdara suite, and it also looks nicer, but there isn't a water closet for the toilet in the Vdara suite, and there is one in the Signature suite. So just off of which one offers more, the bathroom edge will go to the Signature. Now let's check out the bedroom and the closet space. So as you go into the bedroom space in the Signature, you have a really nice king size bed with a footer, has a nice overlay behind it, real clean design look. And then you have an iHome clock radio to the side of the bed, and then directly across from your bed area is your closet, which does light up as you open the doors. Has the standard amenities. You've got hangers, you've got a luggage rack, you also have an in-room safe to lock up your valuables, as well as an iron and ironer board that's on the side of the wall, and it does have dressers inside the closet as well. On over to the Vdara side, on the other side of the parlor, as you'll notice later on, you do have your king beds, a really nice king size bed. This one actually has a tablet to control some of the lighting in the room, as well as ordering things around the property, so that's convenient for people who might want to do that as well. You also do have a flat screen TV on this side of the parlor facing the bed, and then in your closet you do have the same amenities, iron and ironing board, as well as your luggage rack and a in-room safe that's actually mounted on the wall. So that's convenient for those who might want a laptop size safe. Some people might like the look of the bedroom in the signature suite. It does have a nice look to it, does have a luxury feel to it. But you could also make the same case for the Vdara Suite. The Vdara Suite king bed does look nice as well. It is on the whole other side of a parlor, so it does kind of feel like it's in a separate area of the room. And in the closet space, they're pretty much the same. I would say there's a slight edge as far as closet goes to the signature side because it seems just a tad bit bigger, but both of them light up. Both of them have the same amenities. You do get a dresser drawer in the actual closet at the signature suite, but the Vdara actually has a drawer under the TV. So those both have the same amenities, and for the sake of this battle, because they have the same amenities and it comes down to preference, I'll give this one a draw. Now let's check out the entertainment space. Across from your bed in the signature suite and beside the closet, you do have a flat screen TV, and you also have some drawers for the utensil because it does have a kitchenette in the suite. As you see, there is also a coffee maker, and then under that coffee maker next to those drawers, you do have an empty mini refrigerator, which is convenient for those who need to keep their drinks. You also have a microwave that's mounted above your 2-eye kitchenette. And then you also have a dining room area next to the bedroom space. So you have a dining room table for two, or a place to do business if you need to do so. In your living room space, you do have a couch with a pull-out bed. So if you have an extra bed, that's going to be convenient for guests. It does have an extra chair as well. And then because this is a balcony suite, there is a balcony. So this balcony, because of the location of the signature, you'll see a bunch of the buildings, but this would be considered their strip view suite. On over to the Vdara side, you walk into your kitchen as you come into the entryway, but you do have a microwave, and you also have a 2-eye kitchenette here as well. So if you want to cook things, you have that. Directly below those 2 eyes of the stove, you have an empty mini refrigerator as well as a mini bar. So if you want to purchase things, you can. If you need to keep drinks cool, you also can as well. And then on the opposite side of that, you have drawers to store your things. Here in your living room space, you have a couch. This also has a pull-out bed, but as you can see from the layout, it's on the other side of the bed area. There is not a balcony with the Vdara Suites, but those are your views. But you also have a flat screen TV on this side of the parlor, as well as a connectivity panels. So these cables are not included, but if you need to hook up your media, you can. And then you have a separate space in case you need to come in and do some business work. So when you compare both of these suites, they both have a living room space, they both have kitchenettes, but this is where the layout is going to differ. The signature suite is just one long suite. You walk in, you have your bedroom space. Across from your bedroom space, it's pretty much like your private entertainment space. So you've got a flat screen TV with your kitchenette. So it might be a little weird if someone's trying to sleep in a bed space and then someone decides they want to cook something. But at the same time, because you have a balcony, I guess that's more convenient because the smoke could just travel outside of the balcony. But I still think that's a little awkward. Again, that's just my opinion. But when you look at the Vdara side, you have the kitchenette in an actual kitchen, and then you have like a dining room table separate from the living room space. So in essence, like you have a kitchen and you have a living room space. So that's going to be more on the edge, in my opinion, to the Vdara side. However, you do have a living room space at the signature and you have a balcony. So when it comes to preference, I'm sure some people would rather have a balcony, but then again, some people who don't really care that much about a balcony probably would rather have a kitchen where they can actually cook things and dine, and then they have a living room, separate space to entertain their guests. So my choice, if I were to break things, who has the edge in this particular area, I'll take the layout at the Vdara because it feels more apartment style. I'll take the separate kitchen, I'll take the separate living room, and then I'll take the separate dining space instead of having it all connected in one long space. Again, that's opinionated. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Those is my breakdowns of these suites. This is a battle. Those were just my opinions. This is why we have a scorecard. So let's pull out the scorecard and determine the winner for this battle. First on the scorecard, we have size. Now the Deluxe balcony suite at the signature is 550 square feet. The Studio Parlor Suite at Vdara is 582 square feet. Now this is why I make an emphasis all the time when I talk about the layout of a suite, because off of the eye test, I'm almost certain most of you thought that the Vdara suite was significantly bigger, or there was a bigger gap in square footage because of the layout, but it's only a 32 square foot difference between both suites. With all of that said, the Vdara suite is the bigger suite, so the size edge goes to Vdara. Next on the scorecard, we have location. Now this is one of the biggest knocks on the signature. The location of the signature, the MGM Grand, it's behind the MGM Grand. Address wise, both of these hotel properties are on Harmon Street, but the location of the towers at the signature is at a private gate behind the MGM Grand. If you just wanted to walk and access the strip, you would either have to walk through the MGM Grand, which can take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on which tower you're in, or you would have to walk down the entrance past the gate just to get to Harmon Street, which just about nobody is doing. Compared to Vdara, you can just simply go down the stairs and go into Cosmo, get on the strip, and you'll be in the middle of the strip, or you could just walk through and take the elevator to go up and be in the center of the strip. As far as location, it's not even close. Edge goes to Vdara. Third on the scorecard, we have price. Now, for the sake of this battle, we just picked 3 random weekends at 3 different months of the year. And for this particular battle, we picked a random weekend in February, a random weekend in May, and a random weekend in October. For the Deluxe Balcony Suite at Signature for the random weekend in February, it was a total of $605.45, which rounds up to $202 a night. That same weekend in February, the Vdara Suite was $662.14, which rounds up to $221 per night, giving the first night's edge to the Signature Suite. The second random weekend was a weekend in May. The Deluxe Balcony Suite at the Signature was $884.36, which rounds up to $295 a night. That same weekend in May, for the Studio Parlor Suite, it was $752.84, rounds up to $251 a night. So for that second random weekend, the edge goes to the Vdara because it was cheaper. The third random weekend was in October. The Deluxe Balcony Suite at the Signature was $718.83, rounds up to $240 a night. That same random weekend in October, for the Studio Parlor Suite, it was $787.99. That rounds up to $263 a night. So for the edge, as far as pricing on the scorecard, the edge is going to go to the Signature because the pricing was cheaper 2 of the 3 random weekends. Next on the scorecard, we have amenities. Now, this is going to get very controversial and very, very debatable, but let's just talk about it. Both of the suites have a king bed. Both of the suites have a living room. Both of the suites have pull-out beds in their couches. Both of them have dining room tables. Both of them have kitchenettes, microwaves, just about all of the same amenities. Truthfully, the biggest amenity is going to simply come down to the balcony. The Deluxe Balcony Suite has a balcony. The Vdara Suite does not. Although the Vdara Suite does have an actual kitchen with a dining room table in it, so in essence you have a kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom, versus with the Signature Suite you have a bed area, a living room, and a balcony. I'm almost certain, truth be told, more people would prefer to have a balcony than an actual kitchen, even though they both have kitchenettes. So the amenity edge, because of the balcony, is going to go to the Signature. Now, last on the scorecard, we have views. This is very debatable, but let's just talk about it. The Signature has a balcony, that's great. As far as the views, because of the location of the Signature, when you see those views outside of the balcony, does it truly look like a strip view to you? Or does it look like a view of Vegas with a whole bunch of buildings and properties in front of you? Some people might love that view, but I'm sure most people would say for that to be a strip view, it doesn't necessarily look like a strip view. With that said, the Vdara Suite, though you have multiple windows, you can see the city, you can also see the Bellagio, and there was a partial fountain view. Now, truth be told, because this is a battle, I'm gonna just pick a winner. You all can leave your comments below because this is really gonna be debatable. But the simple fact is, because this Signature Suite is considered a strip view versus the Studio Parlor Suite that doesn't even have a strip view, you just have those views, which in my opinion, those views look better, even though they're through a window and the window's panoramic. Most people would say I want a strip view versus views of the city. So because it's a battle and it's considered a strip view room, do I think the views were better from the Signature? No. But because it's considered a strip view, most people are going to book a room that says strip view versus a room that doesn't have a strip view. So because of the simple strip view factor, I'm going to give the edge to the Signature. All right, so that's the end of this versus battle. According to our scorecard, the winner of this versus is going to go to the Signature at MGM Grand's Deluxe Balcony Suite. If you ask me my opinion, TVP, which one of these suites do you think was better than the other? My opinion would be that the Studio Parlor Suite of the Vdara is the better suite. In my opinion, I believe the suite looks better. In my opinion, I believe layout is everything. And me personally, I think the layout at the Deluxe Balcony Suite at the Signature is perfectly fine. To have a long, straight, narrow suite, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But my opinion, the Vdara Suite feels more like an apartment. It feels like I have a kitchen, then I have a separate living room, and then I have my bedroom separate on the other side with the bathroom behind it. That's just, again, my preference. I also think the Vdara Suite looks better, and that's just my stance on that. I know some people are like, well, I would rather have the jacuzzi tub and the balcony and just leave it at that, which is perfectly fine and respectable. Drop y'all comments below. Let me know what y'all thought about this versus battle. It's been a highly anticipated battle, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. And that's going to conclude this versus in this episode. Let me know what other videos y'all would like to see below in the comments. And if you all enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, thanks for watching.